As most of you guys know, Arman Tsarukyan and Bobby Green had an altercation this week prior to UFC Austin. Arman said that he heard Bobby was talking shit about him, so him and some of his teammates approached Bobby and it ended up getting physical. After Bobby's knockout loss to Jalen Turner last night, Arman said that he was happy seeing Bobby's head bounce off the canvas.
Before the fight, you and Bobby Green got into it in the hallway. What was the start of that, and how did that whole confrontation start from your end?
It was just he was talking shit about me. I just came and asked him, bro, like, don't talk shit about me, because where I'm from, you can't just talk, you know, you gotta like answer your words. So that's why I just wanted to tell him, not like, don't talk shit about me, because if you're gonna talk shit, we gotta like, you know, meet and talk. So, and he pushed me, I pushed him, and that's it. So done. And hopefully I'm not gonna see him again in my life. I was super happy when he when his head was bumping on the canvas.
What up, guys? You win some, you lose some. I guess I just want to show people that you gotta keep it G when you win, and you gotta keep it G when you lose. Shout out to Jalen. You did your thing, brother. I'm so happy for you. It means the world that you stepped up on short notice and you're having your success. So shout out to you. To all my people. Just another step in the thing, you know, another step in the career. There's ups, there's downs. I'm gonna keep it going. I ain't going nowhere. Love you guys.
Eddie Alvarez gets emotional talking about his wife after his loss to Mike Perry last night. Eddie also says he'd like to rematch Mike Perry.
Yeah, do you attribute a lot of your toughness to your wife? Because I sat next to her during the fight, and she scares the shit out of me. Telling me if I had a problem, she was going to kick my ass.
Bro, I don't know how many promoters I had to apologize to about my wife. I met my wife when I was 15 years old. You guys are going to make me emotional. I have 4 children, and my wife would pick me up from North Philly when I was no one, and people see her yelling in the crowd and say bad things to her, but the truth is, like, when I was nobody at 15 years old, she picked me up from a terrible place and believed in me. So when she yells, let her yell, guys. She cares, and I have 4 kids, so let her yell.
Earlier, David Feldman was up there, and he was asked about what's next for Perry, whether it would be Mundell or Palomino. But he mentioned a rematch with you in Philly. Do you want that to be your next fight in this company?
Oh, man. That'd be a beautiful thing, I'll tell you that. Hey, one more time, Mikey, please give it to me. You come to North Philly, you do me that favor, big dog.
Jamahal Hill addresses the news of him recently getting arrested.
You know, I tapped in with Bobby and made sure he was okay with me covering this before I actually spoke on this whole situation. So I'm gonna cover it. And before I get into that, you know, there's been a lot of reports out with the situation that happened while I was back home in Michigan visiting for the holidays. I will just say this. At this time, it is an open case. I've been advised not to speak on it, which I know not to speak on it. I just can't wait for the truth to be told in court, and I will wait for that day, and I look forward to that day. And yeah, the people who know me and know my character and truly rock with me and know who I am, hold on to that and stay true to that. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that.
BKFC CEO David Feldman says they're bringing in former WWE wrestlers to help their roster with character development.
A long talk with Dave Mundell, and we're going to start doing some things with Dave Mundell, and we're going to start creating a real good character with him and taking him out of his shell. People don't know, as good as he fights, as tough as he is, and he's knocking people out, he's a really shy guy, and we're got to take that out and make him a little bit of a character. So, you know, people want to see him more, and we're going to do that. We're going to do that with a lot of fighters. We're bringing in some former WWE pro wrestlers in here just to do character development, because I think that the only thing we're missing right now is a little bit of that. And we're going to do that. Definitely, we're focusing on that in 2024. We're focusing on that. We're focusing on a reality show. We're focusing on a series we're doing with the tryouts and the prospect series for 2024. We have a lot of really good fighter development things going on in 2024.
Khabib Nurmagomedov posted a throwback of his father Abdulmanap to his Instagram. It's a video from a while back when Abdulmanap lands a takedown on Islam Makhachev. In the caption, Khabib wrote, "Best fighter in the world and my father."
Bad ball.
Last week, Mike Perry posted footage of his impression of Sean Strickland. In an interview with Helen Yee this week, Mike reveals that Sean actually reached out to him and really wants to spar.
What's up, guys? It's Sean Strickland here, and when I'm not being a total badass in the cage doing the man dance, I'm talking on social media about other people and their beliefs and relationships and religions and stuff. USA, baby! All the way!
Mike Perry went on to say he loves to talk about other people's relationships, and I don't. That was it. That day it was super spur of the moment. I don't hate Sean. He's the champion that we needed. He says it like it is and how he sees it. He's a bit of a hillbilly, if you will. I like Sean. Every time I say something, like he reshared it, right? He wrote me back. Every time he gets the chance to write me back, he's like, "We need to box." Every time. It's the first thing he thinks about is punching me. I want to box him too. Alleged leaked emails between Dana White and UFC matchmaker Joe Silva from 2010 are circulating around social media. John S. Nash from Bloody Elbow is releasing the emails between UFC hierarchy for the antitrust case. Here's the email. It's from Joe Silva to Dana White, and it's allegedly regarding Nate Diaz. As you can see, the subject of the email is Nate Diaz. This was sent on April 20th, 2010. It reads, "I lowballed them on purpose the first offer knowing they would turn it down. How about I come back with 29 plus 29, 32 plus 32, 35 plus 35, 38 plus 38. If they turn it down, I put him in a prelim against a really tough guy for his last fight." And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one says, "Perry's a savage. Clearly lost the first round just to turn it up in the second. Shattering Alvarez's orbital with just a couple of flurries. Crazy." The second one's from Zach H420. Says, "I was screaming stop the fight like Dan Hardy watching Jalen Turner knock Bobby Green out twice. I don't think I've ever been so mad watching a stoppage like that." And the final one says, "Mike Perry has come a long way, from getting belligerently drunk and punching an old man, to calling out the most popular fighter that got belligerently drunk and punched an old man." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.